This is Derd, the idiot that keeps trying to insert himself in my shorts, but why? So, 2005, these two dudes, Henry Belgaster and Dylan Jardin, are children.
Hi, Dylan. Yeah, this whole school thing, it don't work for me. Yeah, I have a brain that's not right for school. Are we the problem? Maybe. Maybe.
It has to do with the hard-to-see incentives of things like funding, political kowtowing, and standardized test scores that lead to the mismanagement of resources, improper spending, and inability to find and keep great teachers to do the work of inspiring a lifelong love of learning in the next generations.
Whoa.
They had the same issue with school. Boring English classes, not enough recess, nerds were bullied for some reason. It made no sense. When they got much older, they had an idea.
Maybe we could create the school we always wanted. Yeah, one that makes learning cool.
They started with these crazy animated lessons on social media, then launched their new website, smartnonsense.com, a daily comic that explains nerdy stuff in a fun way, and Derd, well, he's the crazy substitute teacher.
When I was 10 years old, I thought my sister was possessed by the devil. She came home from school one day with this brand new VHS and said, "You have to watch this. It's something called The Exorcist." I was 10 years old. I shouldn't be watching The Exorcist, but I did. I stopped it halfway through because it freaked me out so much. That night, lying in bed, I shared a bunk bed with my sister. I was up top, she was on the bottom. She started speaking in her sleep. I start praying to God and I start saying Hail Marys. When I start saying the Hail Marys, she giggled in her sleep. I leapt off the top bunk, missed the ladder, hit the floor with an almighty thump, and asked her, "Are you possessed?" She looked up at me, eyes half closed, and said, "Of course not, stupid. Go back to sleep." Subscribe, thank you.
When you're mad at a cat, use the following 3 cat languages to tell them, but don't hit them. They may not understand your behavior and also become increasingly afraid of you. First cat language, pronounced forcefully and briefly. It's used to express mild dissatisfaction with the cats. Second cat language, pronounced by closing your teeth, touching the tongue to the teeth, and then forcefully elongating the sound. This cat language can be used to express strong dissatisfaction with the cats. Third cat language, pronounced by elongating the sound forcefully. Used to express extremely intense dissatisfaction with the cats, as if saying, "If you do that again, I'll kill you." Note that these 3 cat languages should only be used when the cats have actually done something wrong. If you use them before or after the cat's misbehavior, they will only feel confused and may consider you a big silly cat.
Raffam, we're back again with some mega gross mini thing-a-da-ding things right here. As you can see, Raffam, we've already collected a couple of these thing-a-da-ding things right here, but it looks like somebody say more? Ooh, let's dig in. Classic foot-long hot dog, real foot flavor. Raffam.
Alright, listen up, crew. Let me fill you in on what we're gonna do. We'll sneak onto the shore before the sun hits noon, then we sneak back, then we divvy up the loot. Sir? This is not a dream, no, it's a money mission. Sir! If we have a chance, well, then we're running with it. Sir! Oh, I'm sorry, Private, something funny, is it? No, sir, there's another ship incoming with the boom! Snap back at them, they're attacking us. Pack the Gatling guns and the cannons and blast at them. Let them have it, we have to move. Now, crew, hold them off while I grab the loot. Don't move, or I'm finna beat you black and blue. It's Blackbeard and his crew, and we're after you. We saw you had a treasure map, so we tracked your moves. Now, pirates, let's snatch the loot. Blackbeard, I see you're besmitten to wordplay, but fighting us is stupid. You must really have bird brains. On the contrary, we're addicted to war games. You wanna talk? Let me show you here what the swords say. You really think that you're the king of the seas? To me and my team, you're weak. You're the king of the fleas. Oh please, to me and my team, you can't even compete. We're too elite. You're obsolete. Capiche? Ain't that right, team? Team? Hey, they're not looking. Let's take the treasure and ditch them. Yeah! Oh, they're ditching us? Well, that sucks.
This looks nice. No! You can't be up here! Why? Do you have bones? Yeah. Get out. What? You have bones. You're not welcome here. This is a no-bone zone. They said get out. Do you have ears? No, I don't. No-bone zone. It's a no-bone zone. You have bones and this is a no-bone zone. Well, I want to be up here. The ocean is boring and I want to try something new. Read my lips. It's a no-bone zone. Well, what are you made out of? Aren't we the same thing? Do not compare my exoskeleton with your filthy bones. Go back to where you came from. This is a no-bone zone. Make me. Shit.
Emoji word challenge.
Miles, hold out your hand, please.
Penguins would force Minecraft to change forever. That's useless. But tell me, okay, what's the first thing that comes to mind when you think about penguins?
Snow golems.
Stop. The penguin would be the only mob that you can tame using a sword.
What are you talking about?
In real life, the female penguin lays the eggs, but the father is in charge of keeping it safe. So if you encounter an egg in the snow biome, you have a chance to protect it from hostile mobs. If it hatches, it'll become your pet.
That's just as useless as a polar bear.
No, it will have two of the most valuable abilities. In the wild, a penguin uses the Earth's magnetic field to know exactly where it's at in the ocean. But in Minecraft, if you ever get lost, the penguin would lead you back home. And second, it'll be able to catch multiple fish at a time.
This is not Madagascar. Plus, we would need an Arctic biome.
Penguins.
So I hung out with my grandpa today and he gave me this, a freaking grenade. He said this one's from World War II and he has no plans to use it, so he was nice enough to give it to me. He said it's perfectly safe as long as I keep this pin in here, but even if I did remove the pin, he said as long as this spoon stays down, we're fine. So from my understanding, I can actually pull this out and it would be fine. So let's try and, just remove it. And then all I have to do is just put it back in. I mean, it is kind of scary holding a live grenade now. Okay, this just got real. I might have to put the camera down. So I just gotta, I hung out with my grandpa today.
This comment really made me raise a freaking eyebrow. Where are your eyebrows? He says, dude, I don't understand what it is with all of these people thinking that they can just disrespect me. Where is your kindness? I am going to suck you so freaking hard.
This mod is about to change building in Minecraft forever. Axiom is a mod that released on August 28th. This groundbreaking building tool adds an overlay to vanilla Minecraft that allows you to preview what you're doing rather than relying on commands. The clean UI makes it really easy to select things and then manipulate those selections. The mod also comes with simple building tools like a replace mode, a simplified alternative to the debug stick, and a crazy fast way to move, clone, and stack your selections. Not to mention the devs are super cool.
We wanted to empower everyone to be able to build easier and better, as well as faster. So that's our primary goal.
The best way to experience the insanity of this tool is to download it yourself and try it out. I promise you'll quickly see why this mod.
Psst, come here.
Yo boys, notice anything new?
This unusual shadow play will melt your heart. You see a pregnant woman struggling with her back pain. Then it shows her gently rocking her little baby to sleep, singing her favorite song. See, the baby now became a kid, sharing playtime together. Time flies, and she's now in her teens. Her mom is helping her get ready for school and proudly waving her off. And the day she had been waiting for finally came, her daughter's wedding. She helps her get ready for her big day, giving her a tight hug and standing next to each other. But the most beautiful part was when the curtain started lifting up. It was at the daughter's real wedding. The bride did all this in the entrance to show her mom how grateful she was for being there every step of the way. She chose her mom to walk her down the aisle. If you think her idea is sweet, subscribe. This unusual.
Can we land?
How rare of a mob can we make? Well, let's start with the zombie. Out of the overworld mobs that can spawn, zombies make up roughly 20%. Among those, the ones that spawn as zombie villagers are only 5%, or 1 out of every 20. Out of this population of zombie villagers, only 5% will be a baby zombie. And within those baby zombie villagers, only 5% will spawn on a chicken. Now, here's where it gets interesting. On hard difficulty, with your local difficulty maxed out, only 15% of zombies will spawn with armor. And out of those, 72.9% will spawn with a full set. The chance that a full set is diamonds is an additional 0.04%. And let's go ahead and give him an iron sword, which will be an extra 1.67%. Finally, let's make him extra weird. That's right,
he's left-handed, which is only an 11% chance of happening. I guess that answers how.
Can I play game time? Where are we? Freddy.
Look at all the endos. They're all the same. Have I always been a Freddy? Am I Monty with a different shell? What if I am not the first Glamrock Freddy? Are there more of me at other pizzerias? Do we all feel the same? Am I special? If I am mass-produced, am I still art?
It's a Sunday, Arvo. You've just left a footy.
As I've grown old and wise, I've realized something. Man, I was an asshole as a kid. I have a distinct memory of being in first grade, going on up to my friend and saying, "Hey, we should make today opposite day." Okay. She's fucking stupid. I hate that girl. She's ugly and dumb and stupid and I hate her. Like, why did I do that? She didn't know it was opposite day, and I knew that she didn't know, so like, what was the reason? My dumb bully ass, why did I do that? Editor's note, this is the same girl that I gave a bloody nose to. If your name is Savannah and you went to first grade with me, I am so sorry. I was not right in the head. As I've grown.
If you've ever looked carefully at the Mona Lisa, you might have noticed that she doesn't actually have any eyebrows or eyelashes. But like, why? Some people like to think that it was because of a fashion trend during the Italian Renaissance where women would remove their facial hair to show more of their face. But in 2004, an optical engineer named Pascal Lacotte performed a multispectral scan of the Mona Lisa using a technique called layer amplification method. This basically just reveals details of images that are usually invisible to the naked eye. His scan actually revealed that the Mona Lisa did originally have visible eyebrows and eyelashes, which suggests that her facial hair was probably unintentionally removed during restoration attempts. If you've ever looked carefully at the Mona Lisa, you might have.
What's a 3D and 2D rig? Well, in animation, you don't just get these animated characters. You have to build a puppet, like this. The rigger's job is to create a working puppet, so when you move the ankle, it moves the knee, which moves the hip, and everything's connected and everything moves properly, the different moving pieces. Physics of the mouth has to also affect the cheek and etc. So what's actually moving here is the skeleton underneath the character. And it's really complicated, and one whole job is just creating the puppet, and that's the rigger, like I said. A good rig is a good foundation for animators to work off of. But there are also rigs in 2D animation. It's also a puppet, but it swaps out all of the pieces when you rotate it. This is a puppet right here, and there's all these different pieces that connect at the joints. So animation isn't hand-drawn anymore. Every show on TV that you see is most likely a puppet. It's cheaper, it's faster, and animators don't have to draw the characters anymore. And that's on rigging.
Think fast. In 3 seconds, name 3 people that you love. Okay. And you didn't name yourself. Love yourself. Think fast.
Where's Mace? He's supposed to be in line with me. Oxy will call him.
Oh, I can't find it. Finally, coupons. Oh, I can't wait to surprise Oxy.
Why isn't he answering? Oxy's next in line.
Next.
Uh-oh.
Oh, where's Oxy? Where's Oxy?
Here, look. Oh,
there she is. Oxy, wait for me.
You left me alone in the checkout.
But look, I got coupons.
Well, now it's too late, Mace.
What do you mean?
Oxy didn't know what you wanted, so Oxy got you this. Where's Mace? He's supposed to be.
Watch this guy ruin a proposal. So there's the lovely couple, you know, proposing, being all romantic and stuff. And there's the employee. Wow. Aw, come on, man. Funny how the employee's not wearing any costume, and yet he's still goofy. You see what I did there? No, but I understand that there are rules, but surely this was not that serious.
Oh, If I can't be happy, you can't be happy either. Give me that ring.
This guy would make for a terrible wingman. Wingman? More like, he just took your ring, man. Am I right? I don't care how much they pay you at Disney. This still seems unnecessary. Unless, of course, the bosses at Disney are like,
if you don't stop every marriage proposal you see, we're gonna send Mickey on you.
Okay, well, in that case, it might have been called for. Anyways, what?